Hi everyone, welcome to yet another video session with Prep Bytes. I'm Swapnil, and in today's video I would be discussing the problem unset bits of the February 2021 marathon. So let's get started with the problem statement. The problem statement goes like: you are given an integer array A of size n. I would be parallelly writing the important points for your proper understanding. So the first point is we are having array A of size n. Okay. You have to find another array P such that P of I is the maximum number that can be obtained by changing the kth unset bit at most once in the binary representation of A of I only if there is at least one number A of j in which kth bit is set, where j is greater than equals to I. What is the meaning of this particular line? Basically, my task here is to find the array P, and array P is defined as P of I is the maximum value that can be obtained after setting any kth unset bit of A of I. So basically P of I is obtained after setting any one of the bit of A of I which is unset right now, and we will have to set it, and we will have to find the maximum value by setting such a bit, and that kth bit should be such a bit that in any one of A of j where j is greater than equals to I, this bit should be set. Means the kth bit should be set in any one of A of j such that j is greater than equals to I. Okay, so basically this means that if I am having some array and I am currently like working with A of I, then I can set any of the unset bit of A of I, and that particular position should be set in any one of these particular array elements which are which comes after the ith element of the array. Okay, so let's move to the input format. The input format goes like: the first line contains an integer t denoting the number of test cases. The first line of each test case contains an integer n of size a. Okay, now basically n is the size of the array. Now the next line contains integers a of 1, a of 2 up to a of n, basically n integers. The output format is like: for each test case we will have to output the array p. Okay, and the constants are like: t can be from 1 to 10, n can be from 1 to 10 power 5, and a of I can be 1 to 10 to the power 9. Okay, so we have some large numbers over here, and we will have to note this one. The time limit for this problem and the solution would be 1 second, and this is the sample input and output which we would be discussing in our coding section. Okay, so let us now discuss the sample test case. When n is equals to 5 and my array A is nothing but 7, 8, 9, 3 and 4, total 5 space separated integers. Now let me write the binary representation of each and every number which is present in the array A. So the binary representation of 7 would be 0 1 1 1, for 8 it would be 1 0 0 0, for 9 it would be 1 0 0 1, for 3 it would be 0 0 1 1, for 4 it would be 0 1 0 0. Okay, so this is the basic binary representation of each and every numbers. Now what is our task? You can see that our task was nothing but to find the kth unset bit which needs to be set in each one of them. So basically if I am considering this 9, so if 9 is my current element, so I will have to pick up a certain kth position or a kth bit which is not set already, basically which is unset, and we will have to set it such that that kth bit is set in any one of the numbers A of j where j is greater than equals to I. So basically for 9, the kth bit should be set in either 9 or 3 or 4. So we will have to choose my kth bit in such a way, and after setting the kth bit, the number should be the maximum of choosing any other such k positions. So we will have to choose my k in such a way. Now you can notice that choosing j is equals to I over here, that is if I am taking 9 as my I, then j can be 9, 3 or 4 according to the problem. But choosing j is equals to I, considering j is equals to I, would give me nothing but the positions of k which is already set. So basically I am trying to find a position k which is not set in my ith index number. But considering j is equals to 1, k should be set in that particular number as well. So j is equals to I is giving me not a very possible result. That is why k can only be chosen from j is greater than I. So our main focus would be j is greater than I numbers, which is nothing but the numbers after my current number. That is, if I am considering 9, then I would be checking at which positions my set bits are present in 3 or in 4, and I can choose that unset bit in my 9 to set it. Okay, so my problem has boiled down to set any kth unset bit of a of I such that it is set in any of the aj where j is greater than I. Okay, we just proved why j is greater than I is important and why equals to I is not possible. Okay, and we will have to choose k in such a way to get the maximum number formed after unsetting the kth bit in a of I. Okay, we will have to choose my k accordingly. So here k will be nothing but the highest possible bit position in any of the aj, because you can see that if the bit position of the set bit is the highest, basically if it is in the left side, or basically if I'd compare this particular one and this particular one, so the contribution of this particular set bit is much more than contribution of this particular set bit. So I will try to find a set bit, or basically a position of k from any of the aj for j is greater than I, such that this particular position is the highest possible position. So basically what I want to say that if my position is 9, if my current position is 9, so I will try to take my kth index, which should be set in either 3 or 4, as the highest index of set bit in 3 and 4, such that it is not set in 9, right? So that's what I like wrote here, because it will be providing the highest contribution and thus will make it a maximum number. Okay, so one more observation over here is, if I am checking for the n minus 1th element, basically if I am trying for the 4, then I don't have any number after 4. Basically for 4 there is nothing like j is greater than I, because j over here for the case of the n minus 1th element is already n minus 1. I is already n minus 1. So j greater than n minus 1 can't be possible, right? So the last number can't be like set for a maximum value. So p of n minus 1, which is the highest possible number after setting any bit. Basically it was the operation which we can do at most once, but for the last element we cannot do this operation because there is no possibility of some other numbers to the right side of 4, right? Because 4 is the last number. So p of n minus 1 would be a of n minus 1. So when I is equals to 4, a of I is equals to 4 and p of I is also 4. So I have found one element of the array p, which is the last element, as 4. Now let us store the positions of the set bits in the current ai in a set S. Basically I am traversing my array from the end, and at the same time I am keep on storing the set bits in the numbers which I have already visited. So I will be storing the set positions or set bit positions in my 4, or basically the last number, and it is nothing but 2, right? I am storing it in a set. Set is a data structure which stores the elements in a sorted manner, okay, in ascending order, and also it removes duplicate elements automatically, because the second position in this particular number 4 is set. That's why in the set I have stored 2. Why am I using set? Because we need the maximum position from the set in each and every iteration. That is, like k should be the maximum in the S that is unset in a of I. So considering 3, I can have this particular bit, which is nothing but the second position in 3 and it is also not set in 3. So I can basically switch on this particular bit, and as a result I would be getting 7, right? Because I can set this particular bit. Why? Because it is already set in 4. That was the condition of the problem, right? So how did I get this particular position? I got this particular position from my set S, because my set S stored the highest possible number, or basically the highest position I am getting from this particular set, right, for each and every iteration. Now when I is equals to 3, that's what I said. When I is equals to 3, a of 3 is nothing but 3, so it is 0 0 1 1. So we can choose k is equals to 2, as it is the maximum in the set S, right? And also the second bit for a of 3, which is nothing but 3, is unset. So k is equals to 2 is a possible choice over here, and p of 3 would become 7. Now we will be adding all the set positions of a of 3 as well in my set S, so that we can choose the highest among the set elements in the coming iterations. So what are the set positions in 3? The set positions in 3 are nothing but 0 and 1. So I have added or inserted 0 and 1 in my set, and set is storing them in a sorted manner. Okay. So when I is equals to 2, then a of 2 becomes 9, right? 9, the binary representation is 1001. So we can choose k is equals to 2 over here, right? The maximum one from the set is nothing but 2, and we can also see that the second position or the second bit position of 9 is also unset. So we would be setting this particular bit, and we would be getting this as answer. P of 2 would become 1100, which is nothing but 13. Now I would be inserting the set positions of 9 as well in my set, because this iteration is also done. So the set position is nothing but 0 and 3, but 0 is already present in the array, so it won't get inserted, and 3 would be inserted in the set. So my set has become 0 1 2 3 now. Okay. Now for the iteration when I is equals to 1, a of 1 is nothing but 8, and the binary representation of 8 is 1000. Now we can see the maximum position from the set is 3, right? But it is already set in my a of 1, which is nothing but 8. So I will try to choose the next highest value or next highest position in my set S, which is nothing but 2. And we can see that the second position in 8 is not set. So we will switch it to 1. And my value would become 1100, which is nothing but 12. So now we would be inserting the set positions in 8 into this set, but the set position in the set is only 3, which is already present in the array. So I mean in the set, so it will remain same. Okay. Now coming to the iteration when I is equals to 0. Okay. When I is equals to 0, a of 0 is 7, and my binary representation is 0 triple 1. Now the highest element from the set is nothing but 3. So the highest position which we can set, or the highest value of k can be taken as 3, and it is also not set in this particular a of 0. So we can take k is equals to 3 and we can set this particular bit. So p of 0 would become 4 times 1, which is nothing but 15. So we have got our array p as 15, 12, 13, 7 and 4. So I guess you have understood how we are like running our algorithm. So this is how we are getting this particular p array. Now the funda is same as the way we computed the array for p for the sample test case. We will run a loop from I is equals to n minus 1 to 0, and we will simply make a set and store all possible positions which we can set for further iterations. Okay, and I will be storing the set positions of each and every iteration in my set S, so that it would be beneficial for the upcoming iterations, so that we would be able to take the maximum position from the set, and then take the maximum position from the set S such that it is unset in the current AI value as well, right? We will also have to see here, you can see that for a of 1 1000 the maximum was 3, but it was already set in this particular number, so we took 2, which is the next maximum. So there are two conditions: it should be maximum and it should also be unset in my current AI value. Now the question is how exactly we will be able to get the kth bit which is unset in A of I, right? And when the set will give us the maximum value, right? So we will have set S which stores all the set state positions of A of j, which is j greater than I. This condition is valid. Basically, my set S is containing all the set state positions in each and every A of j with which j is greater than I as the condition. Now, we will pick the maximum of them which is unset in my A of I, right? That's what we did over here in case of A of 1, right? We took the maximum which is unset in A of I. The maximum was 3, but 2 was the maximum which was unset in A of I, right? So we traverse the set in reverse manner because the contents of set is in ascending order. Now we will traverse the set from its end and we will check the first position such that it is unset in A of I, and this will give us our required kth bit. And after getting the kth bit, we can simply set the kth bit and we can simply find the answer. For setting the kth bit, we can use this particular thing. Let us say val is my number in which I want to set the kth bit. So I will simply do val is equals to val. Okay, I can simply do this thing. Val is equals to val, or I am making a mask such that I would be like setting the kth bit over here in my val. So this is how we set the kth bit in val. And to check if some bit is set or not in val, we can simply do this particular thing where one extraction sign k is nothing but basically left shift k is nothing but a mask which is checking if that particular kth bit is set in val or not. And this particular mask, basically if we will or it with the val, then it would set it if it is unset, and this would be my solution. So moving to the C++ implementation, because pseudocode is kind of done over here, so let us discuss the C++ implementation for you. Okay, so at first I took the vector as A of n and I took it as input. I made a set, and for each and every A of I am running this particular loop from the end of the array, and for each and every val I am checking if the set is empty or not. Okay, if it is not empty means some values are present in the set. Okay, so I am traversing my sets in the reverse direction. R begin is giving me the last element in the set. Okay, and I am checking if my val, which is nothing but A of I, is set at this particular position of or not. If it is set, then I am running the loop, and if it is unset, basically if this expression is giving me 0, then I would be breaking the loop, because that's what I want to find, right? The maximum value or the maximum position from the set, which I am getting by traversing it from the reverse order, and such that it is not set in this particular A of I, right? So if it is not set in A of I, then this particular expression will give me 0. I am breaking the loop and I am setting my value, which is nothing but A of I, for that particular pause. Pause is initially nothing. Okay, and it is keep on storing the values from the reverse order of the set. And finally I am pushing my answer to answer vector, and then I am doing this particular thing, that I am storing the set bits of val, which is nothing but A of I, into my set. By running this particular loop for j is equals to 0 to 32, I am checking if some bit is set in my A of I, which is represented as val over here. If it is set, then I am storing those particular positions. And finally I am printing my answer in reverse order, because at first we computed 4 and then we computed 7 and then we computed 13, then 12 and then 15. So I printed this particular array in reverse order, and finally we got our answer like this. So I hope you have got the pretty basic understanding of this particular problem. Let us run this particular solution and check if it is working for the sample test cases or not. Okay, so you can see that it is running successfully for the sample test case. Let me comment out this free open lines and move to the PrepBytes platform to submit this code. Okay. Let us submit this code because it was working for the sample test case. We already checked it in Sublime Text Editor. Okay, so you can see that we have got an AC over this solution. Thank you for watching this video and keep coding.